Hello, guys, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Last time we ended off with the dinner starting out, so let's see how this goes. All right, dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks up the phone. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on a chair next to his. Dr. Kelly's eyes fall on you for a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light from the setting sun in the window behind her. She's the town doctor. The dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy cooked pasta sauces, no thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Have you ever heard of factitious disorder? Of course I have. I went to medical school. What's factitious disorder? Silence falls over the dinner table. It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose or does it to someone else. Oh. Great dinner rolls, Miss Dr. Kelly. I didn't make them. I just put them in the oven. The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over. Hungry teenagers eating me out of my house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food kids went through. Honestly, it was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos of crafts or animal rescues, whatever was that had captured their imagination that week. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring dead squirrel into your house once? Oh God, not the squirrel! I remember the squirrel. Didn't you think the dog would Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like, well, I was very susceptible to what I saw in media and very sad about the squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. How well did you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us have just had to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to? Oh geez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little bit arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you like. It wouldn't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough. We'll see how you feel in an hour. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. What exactly does he have? I'm not poisoning my son. So you can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again. Let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. Back to this. You're a doctor. Do you think those kids are okay? It's possible. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm just stuck here with waiting for the call. Here's hoping it doesn't come. An anxious silence descended on the table. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. That's for sure. He remained silent, quietly picking at store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls. So I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week while Kyron is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark, Reese. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix it. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all of any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Factitious disorder. Do you really think Reese's mom is making him sick? If she is, I swear to God, she wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who would do something like that to their own kid? And for so long? No, there's no way you're all barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Something weird happened to me when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night before you had the seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of the ladder, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what you've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night. The whole thing was very trance-like. I guess that was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? They'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it's give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Chiron. There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. That's probably the understatement of the week. This whole thing is fishy. I'm starting to feel my fear of Dr. Kelly is a little more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth with this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down slowly darkening street. Very weird dynamic, that is for sure. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghost metaphors too? Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours, rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. And you've got your sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, that's a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. You have the stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. The way we go in light and pop out, grab some stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Same here. It was so dark and cramped in there. I can't be sure anything I heard or saw wasn't just part of a long, drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio for the knocking. Real proof that we had a paranormal encounter. Or proof that the rocks was shifting around us preceding a cave-in. One of these things is just slightly more likely than the other. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. Now why was I gonna forget your promise, Stella? Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. My oh my, there certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whether the foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Hey human, kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff in there. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! There's no way you're doing this without me. Rosalina, we talked about this. No, you talked at me about it. I'm sick of other people making decisions for me. I just want to be able to live in our house again. I'm going in there and sleeping in my room tonight, no matter what. You decide it's best to let Oscar handle this. Let the pup come. It's best to give her the chance to face the obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Rosa, it could get dangerous in there. Just hang out in the library and we'll have this taken care of in a few hours. I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. If Zane is coming, I have every right to be there. She's got a good point, Mr. G. You're right. I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. We all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on the wooden furniture. You can imagine how long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember the picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up camera just in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will ever show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel cold? It sure does. I definitely feel that. The temperature guide says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Wow, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? That isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Come on, ghost, let's see some real action. Yes, spirit, the sooner you show yourself, the sooner I can go back to my nice warm doggy bed. Oh no, don't antagonize it. I don't think this ghost is friendly. How do you like it? No, that though. If I were a ghost, I'd be mad, chill. If you saw what I've seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point though. What if the ghosts usually are friendly and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, like I know if I were a ghost, I'd just be vibe, but if my vibes were bad and I didn't know it, I shudder to think of the possibilities. Okay, Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door of the clinic, the dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something in this house, though, whether it's a ghost or something worse, aren't sure. What? This is where I've seen it appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Weird, I'm not going to get anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Your equipment is wrong. That stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of the summoning ritual. If you all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? No. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. It could be a good idea. That could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus, there might be something written under there in blood. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help! This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Ooh, Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around is stained as reddish brown. Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep here. A hatch? This is even better than finding a message. There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look at all the red stuff coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. You know, last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the cork around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and that's red because North Carolina has red as dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested. Maybe you tested it wrong. It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered this may have tried to sealing it up because it's unsafe? Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. The phone rings. Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end of the dial tone. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere. Hello? Is anybody there? There's no reply. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts in the breeze. Have you checked the surroundings? Ah! Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Bark, bark, woof, bark. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine. I'm not a child anymore. Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Does it even matter what I say? Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brother was sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Richard, can you still talk to me? Silence from the dark. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, spirit. She's gone. along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. You walk up to the door and open it. Oh my goodness. Bells ring as a free rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates. His figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly. Your father has left town, Charlie. We're moving to a new house, okay? There's that name again. Charlie. He can't come back. You've got to live somewhere else now. But that'll be fun, right? That'll be new kids to play with. You can show them your little dolls. Very sweet. We don't have much time. You thought you were fooled by the symbolism in the room. It's possible the spirit is trying as much to communicate with images as it is with words. There was a goat head back in the garden. There's a lamb here. Maybe they to mark the passage of time. What are you trying to tell me? Just say it. No, she can't come. I never want you to say her name again. You hear me? We aren't friends with the Scarlets anymore. God, they're outside. Are those torches? We don't have time, Charlie. We have to go right now. Selina's whisked away, leaving you behind in the empty room. As she departs, the front door stops pounding and opens up with a beckoning quiet before you. The image is what you see. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with the miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Hey man, what's up? Ah, you're no longer threatened by me. Good, maybe now we can breathe. As he approaches, a smell hits you, sweating, suffocating flesh, with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach churning scent. Shall we find the end of this little maze? You're not friends with this guy. You hurry towards the door in front of you, closing your eyes as you do not think about the possibilities. As you feel the doors in your hands, you roll yourself over the threshold and slam it behind you. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, and the insects lively. The calls are natural, tinny. Everything feels wrapped and warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record finished from the bottom of the pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Poor dear, I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard from this Edwardine, haven't you? Whatever happened here must have happened after both the garden and the house. Who are you supposed to be? There's no need to embarrass your secret is safe. You know I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. You think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So, Edwardine and Charlie. I'm sure by now you've realized that the young lady doesn't plan on leaving home, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if he dragged her over to the town limits, his hold over her world would make sure neither of you were ever happy. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Something tells you that this secret place doesn't wind up working. I remember reading about him. He took over the mines after the collapse in 1918. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love can withstand. You need to break the bonds holding you back. Then you can both go. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the hollow. Kind of commands hand or something through her, though her hand is on. Everything you need to know is on that map. You can identify some of the plants in this room. There's Jimson, weed, monkswood, and what's either Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. All of them are sick. Oh, an item to quest for when I get out of here. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she goes. It's trying to get rid of me. And I'll have to try harder. You run into the uncanny underbrush before hearing another word. Once again you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Hey, you two! A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you'll find yourself looming over the deathbed. Oscar lies in the center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So you must be the ghosts. Damn it, Junitor. How many times do I have to tell you I tried to stop it from happening? But the damned snake Enoch went behind my back. Yes, you're right. I've been using the excuse for too many years. At a certain point, the manor has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our names are cleared. Not until you can pass on this name goodbye. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm guessing the request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed to the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Damn it, boy, I may have not have till the morning. Promise me you'll go back. At the very least, show the innocuous bastard what for. I promise. Watches Oscar's body seizes and falls into the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. What does any of it matter? You bolt for the hole in the bed and dive in. Wayne is already waiting for you, and as you enter the next room, and the two of you find yourselves huddled under the large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Yep. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Not more puppets. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate whether with the resident or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. I want to console my friend in case she can't hear me. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. You quietly let the scene finish playing. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you and Wayne get into another world. Hey. Hey. A single spotlight remains illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Another symbol. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to... What's going on? Eddie? Clearly something is happening. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing but here but you and the howling. Oh, do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to me? You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I've been alone in this dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. You're on the trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life. and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. If you're putting me on trial, you need to give me a chance to present my case. Your plea is met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? I can help actually right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let me go. More silence. Keep going. You don't need anything from me to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody is keeping you here but you. I can't give you closure. A fresh tension bubbles up in the air. You're almost out of this. The memories you showed us were rife with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. How can you possibly pass judgment on us if you're no longer anchored to reality? The jury box is pulled away as you board face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. I'm going to find out the truth of what happened to you, Charlie. You can finally rest because your burdens are now mine. Silence. Okay. Did we win? Did we make it out? I hope so. Very uncanny place. Unnerving. Where are we going? Like watching someone's past from another perspective. We help? Are we going to help? I'm not sure. And then everything fades to black. You come into in the basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell, as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. There you are, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence as he notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to her, or it'll be hell to pay. So he's on my side? He practically hisses the words. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arms, and she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blowing small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. Zane walks off down the road. Oh, we were supposed to know it would be like that. Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. Got that hurt. Everything is so sore. Karen, is it really gone? It was a bit of a Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone. I didn't have to sacrifice it. You're too modest. It's a considerable feat to reason with a spirit like that. I can't believe you actually got us out of there. And you got our house back. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. You think the ghosts are actually real? I mean, I don't know what hard evidence we have, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I kind of thought she'd be excitedly rattling off theories by now. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Hey Stella, are you okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. Cheers off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been tried to share her burdens, and I doubt it'll change just because of somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it just makes her clamp up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. We've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. There was another carving there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder one is coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights. And if you and Stella are right, there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You actually tried pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took you seriously enough. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten there. I shouldn't have let Rosaline come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. You tried. I was just going to sneak in after you. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed and everything's worked out. Things will start getting better from here. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed we could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? No, but he gives me really bad vibes. Yeah. There was someone else in there. But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Karen for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wait, he's been following Kyron around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Kyron about him. Just stay away. All of it. I guess I should probably head back. I should get going too. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to get Rosa set up for the night. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you, all of you, again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Kyron. if I manage to get off bed, then yeah, you and me both. Kaneko wearily tricks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kaneko her tea, and we can chat about what just happened. I'll just be a moment. You're too tired to say no. Sybil leaves. You make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait after everything that's happened tonight. The normalcy of sitting on a quiet and empty road feels like a priceless treasure. Well, guys, I think I'm going to cut it off for here. We had a lot happening in this episode. I think there's a lot of questions. I think there's a lot of things to tread back to, information we got over the past other episodes. It was definitely something exciting to discover today. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching my channel, watching my videos, subscribing. I would love to have everybody subscribe that watches this video. I appreciate it a lot, and we're gonna have a lot to talk about in the next video. So cheers for now, guys.